Hey guys, it's Noah Wilson here from iHollywood TV, and welcome back to another episode streaming exclusively right here on Glued TV. Well, my next guest, he really needs no introduction. He is the host and executive producer of CMT After Midnight, CMT Radio Live, and CMT All Access. He's just the face of CMT, like I've always said. Please welcome Cody Allen joining us here on the virtual. Hey, Cody.
Hey, Noah, what's up? How are you?
Oh my gosh, it's great to be back with you again. It's on the virtual, but hey, you know, it works for me, so.
Actually, I like the virtual. I mean, I'm here at home right now, and for the most part, I do, all the radio shows I do here at the house. There's the microphone. But anymore, the TV stuff for CMT, we're actually out of the house. We're going to festivals again. We're going to live concert stops with artists. We're bringing kind of the show that I think people expect us to do on CMT. But for the most part, during the week, when I'm not doing one of those shows on the road, I'm here, and it actually is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm 37 steps from the bed to this room every day, Noah.
Oh my God. Turn your camera around. I want to see the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. You don't have to do that.
There's not much to see. I mean, honestly, the camera, the TV cameras are over here. I will turn it around for you if you really want to see.
Oh, okay.
So this is the closet here like I once came out of. Right there, and if you keep turning, there's the camera we use for most of the Zooms, and there's like our wall of fame over here with me and a bunch of famous people.
I saw you and Ryan Seacrest.
I saw that in your bio. I saw that you said the future Ryan Seacrest, and I thought I love Ryan Seacrest. Don't get me wrong, but you are the present Noah. You need to be the present Noah. Because you're amazing, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, my gosh, my buddy right here, Cody Allen. Thank you so much. You know, everyone used to always say that. Like, oh, you remind me like of a little Ryan Seacrest. And then Kelly Ripa was like, oh, here's little young Ryan Seacrest. And, I'm just like, okay. I wonder if it's because we're both from Georgia.
Maybe that's what it is. I grew up in South Carolina, so not far from you. And actually, I do think there's something in the water with, like, broadcasters' DNA being, great ones being from the Southeast. There's you, there's Ryan. I grew up not wanting to be Ryan Seacrest, but I grew up wanting to be Rick Dees. So I don't know if you remember Rick Dees, but he was a popular TV host and radio personality, and I was a huge fan. I would watch him on television. I would listen to his countdown show, Rick Dees and the Weekly Top 40. And he used to do LA radio in the mornings as well. So I was a fan of him, and that's the guy I wanted to be.
Like I told Cody before we hopped on here is he's really doing it all with CMT. You have so many shows, and, I was telling him, gosh, I don't know what I would do if I wasn't, doing this. And then he's like, I don't know what I would do either. So thank gosh we both fell in entertainment because who knows what we would be doing. Working at Walmart. No, I'm kidding. Oh, God, no. Ew, no.
I dreamed of it as a young kid. Like, it was all I ever thought about was like, okay, I want to figure out a way to get into broadcasting. I thought I wanted to be on the radio because I love music so much. And I love the stories behind the musicians, but I also felt like I wanted to be like a meteorologist at one point. Like I thought, maybe because I always loved weather, and I was a complete. I mean, is this not the signs of a dork right here? I mean, he loves weather, he loves radio.
I did the weather one time. I did it when I was a little child. I did.
Really? Wow.
It was called the First Time Forecaster. I was like in 3rd grade or something like that, and I was like on my local news. And I was yanking cords because back then you had to pull cords or whatever. Now they have everything so, wireless. So.
3rd grade, was that like 2 years ago for you, Noah? How long ago was that? I mean, so young. So young.
Oh, my God.
I always love being on your show. You've been so nice to me over the years. And I would love to take you out to dinner next time you're in Nashville. Actually, the weather's perfect now, so come on up.
Yes, I definitely want to get back to Tennessee because my partner and I, we really love Tennessee. Jared and I, we went. He took me on my birthday to Dollywood, so we went to Dollywood, and that was I never been. It was such an amazing experience.
Of all the interviews, I mean, she's one of the ones I treasure the most because she is such an amazing person. The person that you see on television and in movies and that you fall in love with because of her music is the same exact person she is. In human form. Like, she's completely the same Dolly, lovable, super funny, big heart. I mean, all those things. And cares about you, wants to have a decent conversation, wants to make the most of your time together. And I just treasure her so much. She really is a national treasure.
She's the best. I love her. She's so sweet. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So you're the host and executive producer of CMT After Midnight, CMT Radio Live, and CMT All Access. Did you ever think you would have a career as big as you do now with CMT? Because I think one time I told you Cody's like the face of CMT. And then you joked and said, yes, that's why they have the C in the network, the beginning of the letter or whatever. So,
Yeah, I actually never dreamed it would be so much. When I started out, all I really dreamed of was like having like one show on the radio maybe, and I'd be happy like on one radio station. And so now I have a chance to be all across the country and, like you said, on CMT, and that's something I never really saw coming. I think in the back of my head I was like, maybe I would like to interview artists on television, and that's what I get to do now is a bunch of music stars every single week on the TV show. So it really is totally a dream come true. Not unlike what you're really doing, living your dreams every day too.
So as we celebrate Pride Month, you said to People Magazine, quote, "I wanted to share this part of my life, but I now have gotten to the point where it just feels right," end quote. So when did you have that feeling that you knew it was the right time to share and embrace your own truth?
2017 is when I said that, and that's when I came out. It was a long time leading up to that moment because I spent, my whole life knowing I was gay. I knew that when I was a kid and didn't know what to do with it. Then you become a teenager and you really don't know what to do with it then. And so I struggled for a long time. I, in fact, got married, got divorced, had kids along the way. And the whole time I knew that I hadn't ever embraced my true self, my wiring. And so eventually I started coming out to the people who were closest to me, my family, friends, people in my business industry. And as I started sort of unraveling the onion, if you will, I got more peace, more clarity, and more understanding about who I was, and that at some point I needed to tell the people who are really important to me, and that is the people who watch and listen to me and follow on social media or whatever. And so I eventually came to that point in 2017, and it was the right time for me. Everybody's journey is a little bit different. Everybody's experience is different, but it certainly felt good to tell people, to let them know that, hey, I'm still the same guy and hopefully love from television or radio, but now you just know a little more about me.
So during the lockdown last year, what's something you learned about your partner, Trey, and one thing that he learned about you?
It's a great question because I do think a lot of people have learned a lot about their significant other over these past few months and their family, and perhaps people have, been able to find great joys in all of the extra time that they have together.
Yeah.
I know that's really the case with me. I would like to give you some real dirt on it's tough over the past pandemic, but honestly, he does healthcare, so he's out of the house all day.
He's on the front lines.
What's that?
He's on the front lines, right, of this whole pandemic.
Yeah, he's worked with COVID patients throughout the pandemic, and every single day he's gone in with the full mask, the full gear, and really worked hard. So I will say that I've learned that he's a pretty good griller. He is really good on the grill. We've grilled out more probably over the past year than ever before, and I think he's learned that I am, because we have a new dog. Teddy is a golden retriever.
Oh, Teddy.
He has learned that I am pretty good at vacuuming around the house because there's nothing worse to me than seeing golden retriever tumbleweeds across the floor, if you know what I mean. So the hair collects, and I am all about vacuuming it up. So that's one of the skills that I've probably gotten better at over the past year.
That's hilarious. Well, I vacuum too. Jared is the good cooker. I'm not that great of a cooker. I'm still in the cooking learning he's making me, he's basically being the teacher. I'm going through cooking school with him. I'm not going through cooking school. But anyway,
we have that in common then.
But you know me, I used to love to vacuum when I was a kid. I don't know why. Yeah, my mom would tell me oh, you used to take our vacuum cleaner, the family's vacuum cleaner, stick it in my room and say, okay, I'm going to vacuum. But they would never let me vacuum because I would beat the walls up because I was such a little child. So it was so terrible.
I think vacuuming is kind of therapeutic. I think there's something very satisfying about vacuuming because you can see, getting the lines right in the carpet or, seeing, like I said, hair on the floor and, getting it up and out of the way. And
that
it's
nice vacuum smell.
It feels good afterwards. I'm just saying. I don't know what it is, but I like it too.
Oh, my goodness.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
we're both vacuumers, so there we go. so as you've been interviewing stars, right from your very own house on Zoom. By the way, before I ask you that question, what are you going to do when everything, when the Zoom's gone away and there's no more virtual? Like, are you going to keep that up in your room, or are you going to take it down? It
Yeah,
would be cute to
the
keep it
radio
up.
stuff. The radio stuff is really. I've learned we can sound just as good as we did in the big studio before.
Yeah.
So I bet we'll keep a lot of the radio gear here, and I'll probably do maybe half the shows from my house because I can. And
Yeah.
but we've got a beautiful studio at CMT that's built just for radio, and I'm sure we'll host lots of guests there and try to get that up and running again as soon as possible. Versus the TV stuff that I do for CMT, which is going to be, I think, all on the road. Our goal is to get out and make sure every show is another star in another place. And then, it's television. We want to take people places with each show. We want to have great backgrounds that are real and not virtual. And so that's the goal, at least for the CMT TV show I do.
I really like the lights that you got going on in your background. I mean, I think they're purple, aren't they?
Yeah, and actually the fun part is they change colors. So I have this little and this is probably like the cheapest thing. You could probably easily get this at, Guitar Center or like whatever, or Walmart. I mean,
Walmart.
I mean, they're just show glass. But see, I can change the. What's your
That's
favorite
cool.
color,
Wow.
I feel like
red.
Red. Okay. I feel like you do a lot of yellow in your backgrounds sometimes.
I do.
Yeah. But here we go. I see. I can change it to red.
And when the holidays come around, you can do red and green.
All right, and then we go back to here comes the red.
Oh, isn't this cool? Look at Cody work. Look at Cody work with his technology.
There we go. Well, that's kind of a pink, isn't it? Hold on. I'm gonna get a red. Here we go. There's a red.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's kind of more red, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, you really made the best out of your virtual area. Some people on this virtual, and I'm sure you can relate, and you will totally agree with me, is they look terrible. Some of these people look rough on the virtual. We don't say anything. We just continue on and carry on. But I'm like, I'm like, oh God, So you are releasing a memoir this fall. What made you want to finally share with your fans some up and close, personal, juicy stories?
I mean, so many of them are first-time stories. Honestly, over the years, I sort of collected all these stories. Some of them my country music adventures, out and about with the stars. But a lot of it just my personal struggles and how I sort of faced them, overcame the things that, I was faced with. I think the pandemic kind of did it to me too, Noah, because I felt like I had more time and more like headspace to like write down stuff and like remember. Imagine if you had to go back and remember like all the stories of your life. That's what writing a book is. And then figuring out how those stories fit into chapters. And if there's a common theme with these stories, I mean, there's a lot to it, a lot more than I ever realized. I just started collecting all these stories, and then the pandemic allowed me the time to really put them all together with a common theme.
Well, Cody, what made you name the book Here's the Thing, and what can we expect the cover to look like? Because I'm sure you probably have to go in and take some photos for the cover, or what is your idea of how you want the cover to look?
Yeah. Well, I named it Here's the Thing, and by the way, it's Here's HEAR''S. Here's the Thing, because I wanted to emphasize that it's hearing, it's listening that's so important to the theme of the book. And so many of the stories that I tell are all about how we can listen better. And if we're hearing, it in fact is the thing. And yes, the cover should be coming out very soon. I want to say maybe in the next month. So I'm just debating, should I go down this many buttons, Noah, on my shirt for the cover? It seems, I feel like I'm trying to be cool and yet not go down too far. I mean, I don't know how. I feel like if it's up here, it just looks kind of nerdy. Yeah, and if it's down here, it's like, oh, cool, he's loose, he's casual, he's having fun in the interview. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. If you take your shirt off, all the men and women will buy your book, Cody. Just
maybe that'll be like the back
give them
cover,
what
like
they
the
want.
Secret photos in the middle or something.
Just write them a little sweet letter and then give them a little steamy photo of yourself. Well, I mean, Cody doesn't do that. Come on now. But yeah, no.
I'm way too wholesome and sweet for that. Way too wholesome.
No. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait to see what the cover is going to be. I'm sure it's going to be a great cover. Ooh. I can only. I was just envisioning what I thought it would be, but.
Oh, what have you got? Because I'm open to ideas. We still haven't decided.
Oh, you still haven't decided what you want the cover to be?
No, I still don't know. I don't.
Maybe like a yellow back. Well, no. I was just thinking about like my thing. A photo of you with yellow and like maybe some brown cursive text of "Here's the thing."
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I think yellow may. I mean, I've looked at a few like sample fonts or whatever, and
Yeah.
and yellow does stand out. And I understand from like the book people, because again, I've never done this before in my life, and I'm learning about like how books work and what people buy and what they don't buy and how it should look on the cover. Mm-hmm. And I have learned that yellow actually is one of those bolder colors that stands out, that grabs people's eyes.
Yeah.
So
that's why I got yellow.
That's obviously why it's working for you in the background there, and why I may, in fact, use a little yellow on the covers. That's a good suggestion.
Use a little yellow for me. That'll be our secret. Say, Cody used a little yellow because he did an interview with Noah from iHollywood, that little boy over there, and he decided to add a little yellow into his book.
Yeah. That'll be like a little wink, wink. That's just for you, Noah. Just for you.
A little yellow. Oh my gosh. Well, when your new book comes out, you have to sign a copy and send it to me.
Totally. Yeah.
I will put it up here. I mean, I'll put it on the set.
How many episodes will you put it on the set for?
How many episodes? No, we will put it over here in the corner by like this glued TV sign right over here, which no one can see right now. I mean, they will be able to see it, but don't worry.
I'll hide it behind this plant so no one can ever see it.
No, I'm not going to hide it behind this plant. We will let everyone. You know what? We'll pop it up on the television. That's right. Here we go.
No, you're very sweet. I will absolutely make sure you have a copy, and I can't wait.
Because I want to read it.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to read it, and tell me what you think. I think you'll enjoy it. I think a lot of people will get a lot out of it. I hope so.
I will write a review. You know how the critics go. They read the book and then write a review. I will do that. I'll read the book, and then I'll send you the review, and then we'll publish the review. Yes, on Yelp. On Yelp. Oh my, well, everyone gets all the reviews from to see if anything's any good anymore. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. Well, Cody Allen, this has been a whole lot of fun to get to chat with you. I'm glad that you got to come on. Everyone, be sure to stay tuned. Follow Cody on social media and be on the lookout for his new memoir with a little bit of yellow on his cover book. I don't know if he's gonna add a little bit of yellow on his cover book. Right. But anyway, check it out. Oh my God, I'm caught. I got the Rona. Oh God, now I gotta go, Cody. I gotta go. Anyway, it's been a great time chatting with you.
Good seeing you, Noah. Always. Thank you for having me on.
I love our next guest so much. She is here to partner with Hotwire.com for Hotwire's Hotel Goals Contest. She joins me this morning in studio on satellite. Please welcome Kelly Rizzo. Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, Noah. How are you?
Kelly, hi. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Oh my gosh. Look, we're like little Instagram buddies on the Insta, and now we're back together chatting it up.
I know. So fun.
Hey, you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I know, it's so fun when you get to chat with somebody that you've chatted with before and that you feel like you know through social media.
Yes. Oh my gosh. How are you and Bob doing?
Oh, we're doing great. I mean, Bob's back out there on the road, so he is
all
over the place, and it's he kind of jumped in feet first, and he went from like quarantine Bob to now performing in front of hundreds and hundreds of maskless people like overnight, and so it was a shock for him like the first minute, and now he's into it.
Oh my gosh, well, I love following you guys on Instagram, and then of course, on TikTok. You're really big in TikTok. I'm not so big in TikTok. I don't know why I can't get in the TikTok game, Kelly. Tell me how I can get in the TikTok game with Hotwire.
Well, the best way to get into TikTok is to actually start using TikTok and start making fun videos. And so if this is the way to start TikTok, I mean, there is no better way than with the chance to win a $50,000 dream vacation and a full private jet experience. It doesn't really get a lot better than that. But this challenge is so fun. I did it myself. And what you do is you utilize TikTok's green screen feature, and you can show yourself, in your own house, going from like drab to fab. Like you're sitting on your couch, and then all of a sudden you're magically transported to your dream hotel destination, And
That's so cool.
I mean, it's really fun, but the winner wins a dream vacation. To learn more, like the specifics of how to enter, you go to hotwire.com/bookbeyond. But, you know, Jason Derulo is going to be picking the winner. So
Jason Derulo. Hold on, wait, Kelly. What? He's going to pick the winner. Hold on now. I love Jason Derulo.
he's the
fantastic.
TikTok king, and he did a challenge too, and he's actually going to be the one picking the winner. And then you get to go anywhere in the U.S. that you want for your $50,000 celeb-worthy dream vacation.
Yes, and your own private jet experience, I hear too.
Yeah, not too bad. You know.
Oh my gosh, this is like everybody's dream, especially at, the pandemic. Everyone wants to go on vacation.
Exactly. Well, what's so great about Hotwire is that when you book on Hotwire, it gives you, it tells you which hotels are really adhering to like the highest safety and cleanliness standards. So you always know there's like a blue seal where, if Hotel X is, they're doing everything to stay on top of like all the proper protocols to keep the hotel extra clean and safe for you. So that's a really great feature. But then while you're doing that, you can use their hot rate deals, which are like their mystery deals, to save up to 60%. Book beyond your wildest means and get a really, really great hotel room for a very inexpensive price. But the whole point is that you don't know the exact hotel you're getting until after you book, but you get to put in all of your important parameters, like very specific location, even neighborhood, star level, amenities, so you're getting a hotel that you want. I've done it myself like at least 10 times now, and every single time I've been thrilled with the hotel that I get. So it's a really great way to save a lot of money, try some new hotels, and really just get traveling this summer and do it safely.
Well, as Americans are going to be traveling with their friends and family for the summer, I think flights are still a little bit cheap, but where are some of the top places people are wanting to go for a summer vacation?
Well, so domestically, it's kind of all over the place. I would say that Hawaii and like Miami got a little oversaturated because people started flooding there. And so it got to the point where it was almost too booked up. So I would say maybe try, if you want to stay domestic, you want to go to Florida, let's say you still want that tropical vacation, try some other places in Florida that maybe aren't Miami, maybe whether it's like Tampa, Naples. But if you're trying to go internationally, you said flights are cheap, but they're not going to stay that way for too long.
No, they're
because everything's opening up now. So people are they're booking their trips. They're getting out there. I mean, Spain yesterday just announced that they're open. Italy the last week just announced that for vaccinated travelers, you don't have to do testing anymore. Switzerland just opened this last week. So, I mean, so many countries are opening up to the U.S. And, I mean, within the U.S., you don't have to, there's very, very few restrictions now state to state. So, of course, you want to check your local guidelines before you go just to be sure.
Yeah, flights won't stay cheap for long because everyone's booking for sure. So make sure you go ahead and book in advance, if anyone wants to do like a fall vacation or, something this summer with the family as well. But, oh, wow. Let's go to Italy, Kelly. You, me, Bob, and the whole crew. Oh, my. Yeah.
You do not have to twist my arm. I am in. I've been trying to go back. I told Bob, I'm like, look, you're too booked up with touring. Like, I might just go by myself. And he's not happy to hear that. But one way or the other, I'm going. So then we could just go. We'll just go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, okay. We can go anytime.
I'm in.
I need a vacation, Kelly. I'm totally ready for a vacay. Yes.
Same.
Yes, girl. Now, back to TikTok real quick because, this is the contest that's going on with hotwire.com. You post a lot of great TikTok videos. I have the TikTok app, but I need to get more active on TikTok. I've only done 2 TikToks that I've told pretty much all my guests, and I haven't done any more since then.
But need to get on
you
there.
Post really creative TikTok videos. How long does it take to, create a TikTok video? Because they're like, some of them are 15 seconds, a minute long, how long does it take you to really come down with some great content to post out to your followers?
Some of them are, sometimes you just want to do a little talk to camera and, you have a little thought you want to get out. And then sometimes there's a lot of work that goes into them with like the transitions and maybe different outfits. Bob's done some really fun ones with me that have gone crazy viral because because just getting him to do anything like that is kind of pulling teeth. But once he does it, he's actually having fun. And then afterwards, when he sees, several million views, he's like, why don't we do more of these? I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been trying to say. But they're so much fun. They can range from literally taking 15 seconds to do to hours.
Oh my gosh. Well, Kelly Rizzo, I could talk with you all morning long.
Oh,
Thank you so
same.
much
Thank
for chatting
you
with
so
our audience
much.
about hotwire.com's TikTok contest.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Hope to talk to you soon.
Yes, you take care. Have a great rest of your day, and it's always a pleasure to follow you on Instagram.
Oh, same. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Chat soon. Have a good one. I know.
Well, thank you for taking the time to watch us here at iHollywood TV. Special thanks to my guests, Kelly Rizzo and Cody Allen. It was a blast to get to have them on today. You guys have a great and happy 4th of July, and I'll see you back here next week with more content for iHollywood TV. Bye.